Please welcome our moderator, head of creative at Santa Monica Studio, Corey Barlow.
All right, that's a lot of people. All right, thank you for joining us, 4,000 of my closest friends, to discuss a little bit about God of War. So much exciting stuff has been going on with God of War lately. We have the God of War remakes that we just announced recently. We're super excited about that. That's going to be pretty exciting. We have the Laufey game that we're going to be talking about today. You just saw some stuff up there like that. Yeah, I was actually talking to the director of the next Kratos game earlier this week about all the different things that are going. Oh, fuck, did I just announce the next Kratos game? Okay. Code of silence, people. I need everybody to just forget that you heard that. Kratos is in another game immediately after this, directly connects to the events of the Laufey game, but I don't say anything about it to anybody. You gotta promise. All right? It's very important because I could get fired if you tell anybody else. But yes, the franchise is going in some pretty amazing directions, and we have some really awesome people that you get to see talk a little bit about their experience of working on the latest project. But first and foremost, I want to bring out the director of the game, my friend, somebody who I've worked with for, if I say the amount of years, it makes me feel really old, so for a really long time, because I'm feeling really fucking old. But she is absolutely amazing, Ariel Lawrence. Yes. There was a little bit of debate whether or not the people who were on the panel were going to be able to make the panel at the right time, so there was a point where I might have to change the order, but I don't have to change the order. And this is what you're going to get, my inner monologue the entire time.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, I know. So the very first cast member I would like to introduce, an absolutely wonderful, wonderful human being. She's been in some shit with Marvel. She was a vampire at one point. Miss Deborah Ann Wall as Faye.
I literally ran here.
She ran here.
In
She did
heels.
this all for you, 4,000 of my closest friends, who again are saying nothing about what was said earlier. Cone of silence, people.
Church of the room.
We're going to continue on introducing some really awesome people. Somebody who I've worked with for a while. He's really into golf, I think, as a hobby. He acts as well. He played a smaller character in an indie sort of game production called God of War. His name is Christopher Judge, and he is fucking Kratos. Welcome, Chris.
Hi, Corey.
So good to see you. Fantastic. Continuing on down the line, an absolutely incredible performer, a wonderful human being. She is in Creamery. She is from New Zealand, and her name is Perlita Lau, and she plays Rue. It's another actor who I'm pretty excited about, who, has done a few things. He's really an up-and-comer. He's just starting out on the indie scene, done a little thing, I don't know if you've heard of it, it's about boys. He's also in fucking Star Trek, so that's really what I'm most excited about. Please welcome Jack Quaid as Frank.
God. Hello, Comic-Con. Hi.
It's so good. Are you guys all having a good Comic-Con so far? Yeah? Are you guys all having a good Comic-Con so far? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask my friend. Very good. That's so good. I'm having an excellent Comic-Con. I actually bought Season 6 Stargate SG-1 trading cards. And Chris Judge is right here on the back. You're going to sign all 72 of these for me. All right?
At 60 a pop? What are we doing?
Yeah,
100 a
that's
pop?
what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Price to be negotiated later.
I mean, I'll pay, of course. You're right. All right, one of the first things, I want Ariel to talk a little bit about the art card. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with that.
Yes, hopefully people have been passing these out. So these are kind of a collector's art card. They are illustrated by a friend of the studio, Megan Lara. She is showing in the art hall. CC19, please visit her booth. She does amazing work, and we will reveal some more things about these cards later on. Thank you.
Woo! Okay, cool.
Hold on to this one.
Excellent. All right, so we have a bunch of questions that I'm going to ask and spawn some conversation between these delightful human beings. And occasionally I'm going to chime in with a question that I wrote myself, and it will be different than what one expects. But we're going to start off with something for all of our lovely panelists. We're going to go from here to Deborah, all the way down to Jack. And I want you to tell us a little bit about your casting story. How did you end up in this game?
I mean, Jenny, I don't really know. I still am kind of pinching myself. I get to be here and a part of this at all. All I remember is that you had called my reps and said you wanted a meeting, but not necessarily knowing about what. And I, at that point, hadn't played video games in about 10 years, so I wasn't super familiar. And 2018 had just come out as well. So the night before, I went home and I was like, I'll just watch 20 minutes, get a little feel for this, and I ended up watching for 6 hours. I just spent all night watching the 2018. It was probably some of you playing it and putting it on YouTube, frankly. So thank you. But I remember doing that, and by that time, I was this enormous fan of yours and of the franchise and of Chris's and everyone involved. And I remember walking in to Santa Monica Studios and just shaking a little bit and trying to feel cool when I never feel cool. And I walked into the office, and we had that conversation, and you already had a poster of Faye and all the things. And, if you want to get an actor to work for you, put their face on a poster. We're very fickle, and I think from then on it's just been kind of a dream, and that's where I'm at still.
That's delightful. And Bill? Kratos, Bill? I mean, Chris? What's your casting story, brother?
Well, mine's not as romantic as that. So, we've been together for 13 years?
Yeah.
13 years. So 13 years ago, video games weren't held in the high regard that they are now. So I got this piece that I read, and it was the best thing I've ever read. And I called my agent, and I was angry. And I said, this is obviously just going to go straight to offer. Why are you wasting my time reading something I'm never going to do? I said, well, don't hate me. It's a video game. And after inventing cuss words to call her for 5 minutes, she said, no, they're going to do it a different way. It's going to be filmed. And I was still very reluctant. She said, look, just go to the audition, and if you don't like it, we'll pass. So we went, and everything was as said, and it proceeded through the process, and I thought I'd gotten it. And I get to the studio, and we'd like to introduce you to Sonny, who was this little runt. I think he was, what, six at the time?
6 years old? You think we would cast him at 6 years old? No. Come on. He was 9.
And so, this is your read to see if you guys
This
get
is your
along.
boss, is what we say.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so it went great, and I found out afterwards, kind of that the ultimate say went to Sonny. So I owe this whole journey, not only to you, the mastermind behind this wonderful thing, but to a 6 or 9-year-old who actually held the fate of Kratos in his hands.
I do like referring to him as a 6 or 9-year-old. We're gonna forever do that. Paulina, what's your casting story on this one?
Yeah, so I didn't know at the time, but Eric Williams had seen Creamery and told the casting team to get in touch with me. And so I got this email one day and it was like, "Hi, we're from Sony, would like to chat with you." And I was like, "Oh, is this one of those sophisticated scams they talk about?" And I was like, "Oh, guys," I told some friends, I was like, "I've got this email." And they're like, yeah, it's a scam, don't follow through. And I was like, but maybe, what if it's not? And so I had a meeting with the casting team, and then that went through to an audition with you and Corey and Ariel. And we did like a monologue, and then it was a chemistry test with Deborah. And then I heard nothing, and I was like, okay, well, that's it. And I'll never forget, I got into the car one weekend and put my bag down, and I just got my phone out, and you know when you can see the headline of the email that's come through, and all I saw was Sony PlayStation, "Hi Paulina, the team at Santa Monica Studios would like to offer," and then I just threw my phone down, and I was like, oh my God, and I can't tell anyone. And it's been pretty life-changing, and this is my first Comic-Con, so I'm so excited to be here.
Best scam ever. So good. Jack.
Hello. I think for, oh, wow, thank you, that's nice. I think for me, it also felt like a bit of a sophisticated scam. I think, so I'm a giant video game nerd. I always have been. I've been like a PlayStation fanboy since like Crash Bandicoot 1, and like, I've been in games before, but this is like the most amount of time I've spent actually lending my voice. I was about to say likeness. It's not my likeness. I don't know if you know this, but I play what you might call a cube. But I remember, I think I, back in the day, wrote something on social media about how much I was enjoying Ragnarok, because I loved it. And the amazing Jeffrey Ketchum, he invited me into the studio. And you guys had just shipped the game, so no one was there. You guys were like, I need to take a big vacation. And I brought my buddy Nick. He was so excited. And we just wound up asking Jeff and Eric and the writers just every question. We're like, remember that moment when Kratos did this? How'd you guys come up with that? It was like the Chris Farley show. It was like that. It was
awesome.
I was so excited. Then like years went by. I'm just a massive fan, and then all of a sudden, much like Deborah, like my reps got in contact with me, and they were like, there may be something for you in the new God of War game, and I flipped out. And I'm on a Zoom with Corey and Ariel, and they're like, yeah, we'd love for you to come on by, and you're gonna be a cube. And I'm like, I have so many questions, and they're like, it's okay, don't worry. And I'm like, but these guys are geniuses at what they do. When they say jump, I say how high. Like, I am honored to be here, so thank you for having me, guys, seriously.
I think the lesson we learned is we shouldn't ask people to borrow money when we try to cast them, because it does sound like a scam. Okay, Deborah, I want to ask you this question.
Okay.
How has your role evolved since you first started shooting all the way back on Ragnarok to now?
Ragnarok was so interesting because she was sort of existing within Kratos's imagination, within his heart. So it was very much what he remembered of her. What were the aspects that moved him, that changed him, that he needed in those moments? And it was such a beautiful perspective because our partners see so much of ourselves that maybe we don't always recognize, and maybe even see us better than we recognize in ourselves. So that was really interesting to kind of start to discover who she was through Kratos' eyes, and then to come back after all the incredible writing that Ariel and her team and everyone there have done, and seen how much more even there was to her. I was immediately inspired and excited to kind of maybe show the less virtuous sides of her, the parts of her that struggle, the parts of her that feel like she's not enough and that she's failed, you know, and I think there's a lot of really interesting parallel story to tell in that why she and Kratos are a good match. I think they understand each other in a lot of ways.
Nice. And for Ariel and you, this is a joint question, so you're going to figure out how you guys can answer this together. How did you guys go about finding the voice for Faye?
Well, I mean, I think we started with what was present of the ideas of Faye from 2018, and really just how did this woman start this journey for Kratos and Atreus together. And then as we got to know more people within the God of War universe, just the effect that this woman had on all of their lives. And so when we started thinking about how to tell Faye's story, we started with those things and started to ask those questions about what really drove this person to be so prepared, the love that she carried for these people in this world, and started to just sort of flesh that out. And then, you know, when Deborah came in, she breathed so much life into that, and it's been incredible building that three-dimensional, rounded human together.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just as we would, you know, we came in with such a strong start, and then as I'm starting to put myself in there and we're finding a voice and we're finding a perspective, and I really started to get into this idea of like the weight of a hero,
Yes.
of a warrior, and that we put these people on pedestals, but they're also just human,
Yes.
and they just have people that they care about. And, you know, our joke was like Faye McLean from Die Hard, that she's a bit of a reluctant hero. Like, she just wants to get back to her family, but like, all right, I'll save the building on the way if I have to, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, you kind of, if you are called to be a hero, whether you want to or not, you save the world. And that's just like, how do you finding the nuance in that story? Yeah.
Come to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs. Chris,
Yes,
I haven't heard from you in a while.
I know. I
So-
did text you last December.
Yeah, I changed my
So
number.
yeah.
Sorry. So what do you think the impact is that Faye has on Kratos' story?
Well, for me, I always thought that Faye was the genesis of the change of Kratos. So much of the messaging in the first two games was about hope and forgiveness and being better. And I think that all started with Kratos' relationship with Faye. That's where it began in him. And what kept him going was her final wishes, but also ensuring that this wonderful life that we had created together would be better than the old man. And I just think the beginnings of all that began with his relationship with Faye.
It's two very damaged people seeing each other's damage
Yes.
and still loving and believing in each other.
Yeah, that doesn't always work out, but
Right?
I'm glad in this case it did.
It's very good. All right. You, sir, in the front row, please pick one of these actors. Yeah, shout out a name. Are you? Jack. All right, I heard Deborah,
Thank
but
you,
we'll
sir.
get to another one. This is one of my wild card questions.
Oh no. Maybe no, thank you?
Jack missed the rehearsal, so he
I
doesn't know what these
actually
are.
missed the rehearsal. Also, speaking of heroes, the way that Deborah came in at like the last second, it was like you were like stopping the explosion at the very last second in an action movie. You were like cutting the red wire. That was amazing.
It was very good. We are all very impressed with that. Jack,
Yes, sir.
Nice stalling.
you just killed me. And
What?
you need to choose which one of your castmates would you call to help dispose of my body?
Don't worry, it's something
And
we've all
why?
thought about.
Yeah.
I don't know why I missed rehearsal. That was a mistake.
I feel like should we each
Thank
give
you for
our
choosing
give our
Jack, by the way.
qualifications? I feel like we should give our qualifications.
I think you're all very, very qualified, but I'm very interested to hear your qualifications.
I have a very large shovel, and I do a lot of home improvement.
Honestly, you were already kind of near the top of the list. That might have put you over the top,
and
Chris.
I know the way to the desert.
I've been running logistics around Corey for 23
I take
years.
it back. Deborah's the one that killed me.
Yeah, for sure.
But Jack is in charge of disposing of my body.
I can keep a secret.
So you're saying Deborah is the one you're going with?
I think just based off of her entrance alone, I was like, she'll be there. She'll show up.
Her enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm for murder.
The qualifications she has. She really sold herself on that.
Of course, of course.
That's
You know,
fantastic.
if you bury a body, there's a lot of like time in the car out to the desert, and I feel like we can just talk about D&D the whole time. That sounds great. Yeah.
That's very good. What specific facts of D&D would you be discussing?
Oh man. Okay, this is gonna get really nerdy for a second, but my buddy George Primavera is a dungeon master.
Yes,
that
love
is yes.
George.
Thank you.
George is so
and
good.
they've worked together, and I remember I wasn't telling any of my friends that I was part of this game, and my friend George was like, "Oh, I just did like a whole campaign with Deborah Ann Wall," and I was like, keeping my mouth shut.
Yep.
So I can keep a secret. You can trust me to bury the body.
That's
how it
fantastic.
goes.
I'm really good at keeping secrets too.
Uh-huh.
That's very good. I'd love to just sit here and talk about D&D all day, but we can't because I'd like to go back and talk a little bit to Chris and Deborah. What was your first filming experience like together?
Oh my God, you guys. So it was my very first day ever on a video game. I was already this like nervous, adorable fan of Chris's because by that point I had, watched so much and played so much. And literally, I mean, my job was to come in and fall in love with Chris Judge for a day, fall in love with Kratos. And it was easy, and Chris made it so welcoming. And, we had some really vulnerable stuff right from the beginning. And I don't know, anyone out there who's done any acting, you are just a person in front of another person looking into each other's eyes and being honest. And that's hard to do. And I remember nearly every second of that day because I knew it was special. Yeah.
It was a night. I've often said our first day was one of my favorite days through all of it. One of my favorite days in the volume, and we were kind of just thrown in.
We did all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to make things work, you have to trust the other person. So we actually just went off to the side and looked into each other's eyes, and we just spent a few minutes together, and it was all there.
Yeah.
It was just the immediate trust, the immediate, I'm safe with this person.
And I love it because for me, I think about their meeting and this like fierce fight they had. And I was like, this was the end of that fight.
Right.
Where they sat down and they looked in each other's eyes and they went, that's my person.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it was, it doesn't happen a lot, but it was magic from, hi, this is Deborah.
That's sweet. My first day ever shooting anything for 2018 was extremely stressful. So, Ariel, why don't you tell us a little bit about what your sort of first day on set was like?
With you or in general? I think.
And that I'm not there.
Okay, that's easy.
Very easy.
I think that for me, just coming into the volume, and we do so much preparation beforehand, and the team rehearses and just goes through all the motions, and we put together an animatic. But because we are shooting a oneer, just everybody is just really on it in there. But then we can only kind of bring so much, and then when our incredibly talented cast comes in, it's magic. And I don't even need to watch we have screens that show us their characters, in the volume as they are their actual models. But it's it's just a joy, honestly, to kind of sit with this almost live theater performance of these moments and watch these people come together. So, I think it's always exciting, it's moving. I mean, you guys said it was magic the first time. It's still magic now, and I'm just so excited when we can all get together.
Truly.
So not stressful at all then? Okay, good. Now we're going to do another rapid fire question. It's not as interesting as the Killing Me one, but it's still pretty good. What are some fun or memorable moments from being on the set? And Jack, we are going to start with you.
Okay. Like I said, I'm a giant fan of this franchise, and I had never actually met Chris before, and I was nerding out because I was like, oh, he might be on set this day. And I met him, it was amazing, and then I realized the rest of the day I was in this PVC pipe cube costume. And they got some photos of me, they're out there. I don't think I've ever looked happier in a photo in my life. I loved it, I felt at home in that cube. It was the best. So yeah, all cube-related memories are amazing, but most of my time in this has been in a voiceover booth, so it was just a joy actually to come into set, and I don't think I actually had really met any of you, but I saw you on screens a lot because I would see what you guys would do in the volume, just doing brilliant work, and I wanted to know what it was going to be like, and it was just incredible to be like in the Sony Santa Monica volume, like at all. So if I'm in a cube costume, I don't care. It's amazing. It's so great. And again, thank you for having me on board. I'm just going to thank you the entire time.
Polina.
My turn. So similar to Jack, I've done a lot of my work back in New Zealand in a voice booth as well, but I've been fortunate enough to come out to LA a few times, and it's so amazing just to be able to be on set with everyone. I'm constantly watching you, Deborah, sorry that sounds creepy, but just like taking notes, watching you, Chris, and listening to you, Jack, and I'm just sort of like, okay, this is my first video game. But for Rue, I get to hold this little hook.
Yeah.
And I get to watch myself, you watch the ribbon on screen move around, and it's so fun. And yeah, it's so much fun being on set with, the directors, the animators, everyone is so locked in and focused, and they really, really care, and that's something that has been so incredible to watch and feel when you're in the room, and you just, like you're really a part of something, and it's amazing.
What are the notable differences for you, like between shooting a film, shooting television, shooting a game?
Yeah, I think, well, firstly, you're in this bright studio, right? When you're on location or filming for TV and film, you might be in a place where everyone's hiding behind the gear, and so suddenly it's just you and whoever the actors are. But with video games, everyone's just there. They're standing right in front of you, a few meters away, just watching you, looking at the monitors.
Which you kind of like that because you're watching Deborah. So
Exactly. You're always watching. And it's the similar thing where when you finish a take, everyone gets asked, were you happy with that? Check, check, check. But it's effectively a one-er. So this sort of blew my mind because in TV and film, you might do a conversation as, my shot, your shot, a two-shot, a wider shot. So you're getting the same conversation multiple times, whereas this we get to rehearse a few times, and then we shoot it, and then, yeah.
Then moving on.
And then moving on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Chris?
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
On what, Corey?
Life in general, what are some fun anecdotes for you?
Well, I'm just gonna be honest. I had a lot of trepidation going into the set.
Yeah.
Because we had built like this space that was like sacred. So once you walked in there, there was no religion, there was no different sexes, it was just a bunch of people with a common goal. And it was safe. So I didn't know what to expect when I got there. And getting there and the warmth and the humanity and the love that had carried on, it was just a huge relief, like, oh, it's still home. It's still home. You know, and then, so till I was there, I couldn't wrap my head around a lot of the script. And then when I saw it, okay, seeing Jack in the cube, I was like,
It's such an honor to meet you, sir.
you know, because that is one of the great things about this is the discovery. Like, how do you play a guy 9 feet tall? How do you play little people? How do you, and just the different creative methods to really make you feel like you are talking to someone very little, or you're talking to someone tall, or you're talking to someone huge, or there's a gigantic dog there. And so I was like, what are they gonna do for this? And when I saw you in that PVC pipe, but like so happy to be in it.
I just got married. That was the best day of my life. This was really, really close. Really close.
I was like, and I often have joked, because every time we do something, so I'll get the script and I'll make suggestions, and they allow me to never even consider. I don't even know if they read what I suggest. And every time at our first read through, I go, you guys did it again. You did. It's perfect. And so once again, I was left with, it's perfect.
Deborah, do you want to talk about your first day on set?
I do. My my very first day on set for Laufey, we were doing a scene, and they handed me a prop, and unbeknownst to me, this was a very famous prop that they had used on The Last of Us. Was it a hockey stick or a baseball bat?
It was a golf club.
This is in some sensitive territory.
Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, not the like, you know, but like the thing that they used to film, you know, whatever that scene, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Something, yeah, you know, some sort of sporting equipment, you know. And and they gave it to me, and I was supposed to use it like an axe, and I broke it.
She swung it so hard, it cracked, and it echoed throughout the volume. And we were like, hot damn, let's go.
We're like, okay, I get it. This is your game.
I mean, it was, and then like everyone kind of went silent for a minute, and then was like, yeah! Like in the immortal words of Jimmy Myers, you know, he was like, I mean, fuck yeah, video games.
Fuck yeah, video games.
Apparently, I have to ask myself a question. That's one of the cards to talk about. Why did you choose all of these characters to be in this game?
That's a good question.
It's interesting for me. What I wanted to see with Faye and the sort of journey was this extension and expansion of the world, where the characters that we meet are unexpected, right? A cube that you make friends with, that you actually feel like you can relate to, that you have an emotional connection with, I thought was an interesting challenge. Perhaps it's sort of the animator in me that I like the idea of seeing if you can make something non-animated actually be a character you can relate to, but also connecting it to this larger sort of plan of expanding everything. And everything that we're doing within the Faye game is kind of truly a continuation of everything that's going on in the story to set up what's going to expand next. So planning so many games into the future, this kind of mishmash collection that I see on the stage now and realize, fuck, I fucked up. We should totally recast all this. No, I'm just kidding. They're amazing. And everything worked out far better than I could have ever imagined it. So many years ago, when I remember inviting you to the office and showing you a piece of concept art that had you and a bird, I think, and Frank was on there. Frank was around since the beginning, and it's interesting to imagine how we kind of build this world out and see it slowly come together. And all of the things that are being done in this game are setting up for something so amazing for 2035. That's pretty much when we are. 2035. That's when it's gonna. I'm just kidding. That's not the release date. I didn't leak that either. None of these things are leaks. But there are tremendous opportunities inside of all of this. And Ariel, now that I've sort of rambled on about those, let's talk about the companions.
Okay. What do you want to know about the companions?
Let's talk about how do they enhance and connect to the world of the everyone.
Yeah, I think that Faye finds herself in a little bit of a predicament when she arrives in the everyone, and and Frank and Rue are often are in the same kind of predicament, and so in Faye they see the potential for somebody who can help this world of magic, and I think that's really like that where that first kind of connection comes from, that kind of spark of hope. But I think also, each of the companions and Faye, are kind of in a different place in their head, and they each bring out something else in each other. So for Rue, there's some things about how the past is shaped, and what the possibilities are about the future. And for Faye, she's just kind of really stuck in wanting to get back home to her family and to a certain point in time. And for Frank, he really wants to be right here, right now. And so all of them living in this kind of past, present, future kind of pull on those threads together. And it gives them all the space to become heroes. And I think that's really, it's been really satisfying to watch evolve.
Very good. Speaking of companions, we'll get to that in just a second. You in the blue shirt. Pick somebody. Who? Chris.
Christopher.
Okay, Chris.
Oh, wait, no. Is this one of those, the questions, the speeds?
Yes, it is.
Come
Okay.
on, dog. I worked too hard at this career to let it go with one question.
We're gonna rob a bank. And I need you to tell me the role of everybody in the cast for our heist.
The role.
Yeah, I'm just the person
everyone.
on the phone calling you and telling you I need you to rob this bank. So you're gonna hire all of your castmates. They
Talk about typecasting. No, that was 14 roles in my early career. Okay, so I'm going to start with Ariel. Ariel is the bank manager.
It's an inside job.
Deborah is my partner, but who I have to impress because she thinks I've fallen off.
Ooh, I like this already.
So I got to make this last big score.
Excellent. It feels like a last big score, yes.
Perlina is one of the detectives that figures out that it's us pulling this heist. And she gets there almost in time to foil it. Jack is the bumbling security guard.
Yeah? It's such an honor to meet you, sir. Oh, gee.
Who unwittingly gives the information that allows us to be brought to justice. Take that, I did it that spur of a moment.
That is so good. So literally every role you do, Jack, I'm just going to picture you in the PVC cube.
Go, feel free to imagine it. It's fine. That's out there. I'm good. I'm very comfortable with this.
All right. So speaking of companions, Jack, Perlina, let's talk about your experience making this and your characters of Rue and Frank. So starting with you, Perlina, let's talk a little bit about that.
So I think Rue's character, a very complicated past, and I think Faye represents an opportunity. I mean, the world is in a bad place, as you've seen, and I think meeting Faye, there's definitely hesitancy there. I think Rue represents the part of us that if we've made mistakes or you're hesitant about something, going forward, you're of course going to try and be a bit more cautious, not a massive risk taker, definitely the one that's like, guys, let's just pause for a minute and think about this. Very different to Frank. And I think Faye is like an opportunity for change or for hope. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so it's been... And it's really, really fun basically being on the shoulder of Faye. I'm always hovering behind you slightly. And it's been so cool being in those moments, filming with you, Deborah, and just, again, watching you do your thing. And
only over one shoulder.
Only ever over one shoulder, though. So I've only seen half your face.
That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, it's... And I love the friendship, the companionship, but the dynamic between the three, all so different, all really different agendas, different ways of dealing with situations as well.
Yeah. I'd say, Rue's character has a very complicated past. I'd say Frank doesn't really know a lot about his past. Therefore, he's a very present character, and he's all about being in the here and now, which is so nice for me when I'm recording it, because I'm a very anxious person, and I'm always thinking about the future, but it's really been nice to be forced to play a character that allows me to just be in the moment and calm down. And also, just as a video game player, I'm used to doing voiceover roles where the character's screaming all the time, and I'm very happy I'm not doing that in this, because I know that near you all the time, that's gonna get old fast. So it was really nice to just be the character in something reminding everyone to be in the here and now. And Rue's a bit more hesitant. Frank, I wouldn't say he's reckless, but I think he's way more curious. And that was really, really inspiring and fun to play as well, and making sure this kind of triumvirate of characters, I think I'm using that word right, works. And they all kind of complement each other in different ways. And I think when Frank meets Faye, Frank deeply, deeply cares about the everyone and all the creatures, especially the creatures. He has a real soft spot for them. And when Frank meets Faye, he's like, okay, I think much like Rue, it's like there's some hope here. Our world has seen better days, and I think she might be the answer to that.
That's very good. Yes. Your mustache is just glorious.
Oh, thanks, man. I grew it for you.
Absolutely wonderful. Can people please clap for his mustache?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm really only pointing that out because we got on a call recently and he was talking a lot about his mustache.
I had time to stall. This was not a call about the mustache. We were waiting for someone to get on the line. I'm like, by the way, Corey, I have a mustache now. And he's like, tell me all about it.
It was an audio call too, so I couldn't see the mustache.
Yeah. And he saw it today and he went, all right.
Yeah. Today was the reveal of the mustache. So I'm sorry, I'm still absorbing all of this because I've been waiting weeks to actually get the visual reveal.
I'm glad it was worth it. Thank you, buddy.
It really was. That's really good. Okay, I'm going to do another rapid fire through everybody. And now we're going to come back down. You know what? I'm going to screw that. We're going to start with Deborah because we'd be there. And this is even better that we're starting with Deborah. What do you feel your character brings out in Faye?
Yeah. What do I think Faye brings out in Faye?
Bring out in Faye?
I don't know if I know how to
Only from the mind of Corey Barlog.
I know.
These questions.
What does Faye bring out in Faye? I mean, I think Faye is very hard on herself. I think that she I think perfection was expected of her, and when she fell short of that, needed someone to tell her that she was enough. And I think that's when this happened. And I think that we look at, we talked about two damaged people, but I think specifically two people who feel like they failed. They failed their people, they failed their families, and how do you recover from that? And so I think that, I don't remember exactly how you phrased it, but if that answers your question.
What do you think you bring to the group dynamic?
Oh, the group dynamic.
What does Faye bring? Oh, this is a new question.
Oh, this is a new
I'm just
question.
skipping right
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm crazy, but what does Faye bring out in Faye? That's good.
Yeah, no, I think that
What
was
do you
good. She
sort of bring to the group?
shame and deep disappointment. No, I mean to the group. I do think one of my favorite things about this story is that with the trio, I don't think any one of them could make it alone. That the only way they get to the end of this story is if they have each one of them present and contributing. And I think, for me, Faye is the driving force. So we're each bringing our piece to it, but I think in some ways, and we meet Rue and Frank, and they're trapped, and we're sort of stagnant, and progress is not being made, and it's almost like Faye gets in and kickstarts it. But she certainly couldn't make it through without Rue and Frank being there to make that possible, knowing the everyone, providing that story, giving her a reason to do it. And so I think that's sort of my favorite thing. She's a little bit of chaos as well, which we need. I always love in that trailer that, to get us out of the jail, I blow something up and like war begins. When you get up on top of that trailer at the end, you're like, oh my God, what did you do, Faye? Because everything is, falling apart. But yeah.
Excellent. Teal'c?
Yes.
What does your character bring out in Faye?
As Teal'c?
Let's start with Kratos, but for fun, we're going to do Teal'c as well.
Okay. What does Kratos bring out in?
In Faye. What do you?
Well, sexy
your character
time.
bring out?
I'm so happy that I swallowed my water before you said that joke. There would have been a spit take.
Well, there's this really corny line, but great line in Wedding Crashers.
That's not where I was expecting this to go.
And it's love is a soul finding its own reflection in another. And that's from Wedding Crashers. Oh my God, I'm quoting Wedding Crashers. It's a great movie. And it really, I think, pertains to Kratos and Faye. And just like their hearts and souls mirror each other, their journeys mirror each other's journeys. And I think that is kind of one of the, God, how do I say this without giving away anything? I'll just do a Corey and just say it.
No, don't leak things. Please stop.
I'm going to stop now.
Oh, that worked.
But no, it truly is, how, I'm going to stop now. Thank you.
Teal'c, ladies and gentlemen.
I think for Kratos and Faye, they both see the person that they want to be in the other person's eyes. For Kratos, he wants to be the person that Faye thinks of him. And I think the same is equally true in that mirror version for Faye. that she wants to be the person that Kratos sees.
You just restated what I said from the quote from Wedding Crashers.
That's.
Except she didn't quote
I
Wedding Crashers.
completely
right?
processed
He said
it.
Wedding
Thank you.
Crashers.
This entire game is an adaptation of Wedding Crashers, right? That's why I signed on.
I said don't leak anything. Damn it.
I'm Owen Wilson, right? He's in that.
This is going to be so good for the later question I have. Perlina, what do you feel your character brings out in Faye?
Sorry, I have no Wedding Crashers quotes for you. I think because Rue's quite stuck in the past, there's a lot of questioning of everything, for better, for worse. And I think it's almost like it's a projection, really. And so because of that, I think Faye's always sort of forced to face the present, what's going on, what she's trying to do, the goal that you have. But also, Faye's very brave, I think, and very driven. Rue can be as well, but I think that's where Faye kind of needs to give Rue the push. And like you said, Deborah, like the three work together and sort of bring different things to the trio. Does that answer the question?
I don't know, does it?
Yes.
It does, thank you. Jack.
I think me, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
just
great.
your mustache.
I touched on it a bit earlier, but I would say that, I think when Faye arrives at the Everyone, she very much has a mission. She's there. She wants to see if there's any way maybe she can get back. She's driven, and she provides the drive. I think Frank, it's kind of what I said before about being in the present moment, but I think when you have a character that is so driven like that, you do need someone to kind of help you take stock of what you currently have, slow you down so that you don't do anything entirely reckless. And it's nice to, sometimes we can just have a one-track mind, and I get it. That makes so much sense for Faye. But I think that, if anything, that's what he brings out in her. And also, Frank is very much an innocent, which I love playing, and I think there is something where maybe I bring out a little bit of that in Faye as well, because she, at this point, has been through a lot. And I think it's nice to... I think all the characters have the pleasure of seeing the world through each other's eyes, and Frank doesn't have eyes, but you know what I mean. Neither does Rue. Never mind. But we all get to see each other's perspectives, and I think it all helps all three grow and change and develop.
That is lovely. All of you, lovely, lovely answers. We have 10 minutes, 23 seconds left, and the most important question of the entire panel is about to happen. Okay, I'm going to ask every one of you this question all the way down the line. We started with Deborah before, and we're going to start with Jack and go all the way down the line. If you could put your character in any movie, so any movie, television show that is going on right now, that has happened before, cast your character, not you, the actor. This isn't trying to get a job. So you, the character, would be inside of there. So to give you an example, be like Titanic. Titanic, and Frank is playing the fucking Titanic. Leonardo DiCaprio is Deborah Ann Wall. And Chris Judge.
Easy.
Yeah. Chris Judge is in it. And my heart will go on is playing while Frank, the Titanic, is sinking the entire time, and you're hearing from the thoughts of the boat. So something like that. You could do this. We're going to go down, starting with you. You can't take mine, sorry.
I know, I was literally about to say Titanic, and then you said it. But, okay. I'm just trying to think, what's a movie that if you watched it and there was just a cube and a roll, it would be jarring, but you'd maybe not understand it, but you would enjoy it. And I would say, I don't think Frank should be the lead. I think he should pop up intermittently. So that's why I'm going to say he should be Don Corleone in The Godfather. People come up to him, he's like, you come to me on the day of my little cube's wedding. I want it so bad. Make it happen.
I think that's fantastic. Perlina?
I'm going to go with a TV show, and this is such a millennial answer, but I think Rue would be Monica in Friends.
Yes. Yes. Also, whenever she is Rue on the soundstage, you are holding up that thing, but Monica just doing that and moving in that way is fantastic. I love that.
Would Jack appear with the PVC?
I mean, if you'll have me.
Are you the apartment?
I'll be the apartment. No. Frank comes in as Don Corleone in Friends.
Don Corleone
It's
as
the
the
parents.
apartment? Amazing. That is very good. Chris, you're casting Kratos, playing another part.
The Denzel role in Training Day. Oh, you like to get wet. I'm King Kong in this MF'er, boy.
There you go. There you go.
I don't know how to follow that. Yeah, no, I'm one of my favorite movies of all time is Jaws, and I would love to see Faye as Chief Brody, mostly because I'd like to see her fight a shark. Yes. I think that would be awesome.
Ariel, what movie would you then direct in place of somebody? You know what? Who would you play?
Well, I feel like I've lived a lot of Anne Hathaway and The Devil Wears Prada, right?
Am I involved in this? Are you pulling me into this? That's fucked up.
I think that's on par.
Yeah. So wait, who am I in that?
I'll tell you later.
Yeah. I haven't seen that. So it didn't land as hard for me, but I understand what you're doing. It's very good. Video games. How many of you guys are really big video game players? Yeah?
Oh,
Starting.
well,
Yeah. That's all right. What are you playing right now?
What am I playing right now?
Or what have you played recently?
Ball X Pit. I'm playing that. Oh, also, I was too scared to play them when I was younger, but I just started playing all of the Resident Evil games. I hadn't played. I started with 2 remake. I was like, oh, this is really scary. I get why people love this. Here we go. I'm on 7 now, and it's the first-person perspective is terrifying. Yeah. No, I will never play that game in VR. I'm still too scared for that.
Oh my God, yeah. I played the VR version and noped the hell out in that first build. No, not for me. Perlina, what about you?
So I'm very new to video games.
Okay.
And I watched all the cinematics when I got the gig. And so I felt like I just knew all your lines. But I've just recently started playing 2018 God of War.
Nice.
Yeah. And the Spartan Rage, I love it.
I hear that one's okay. That's cool.
I've had to really cut back on games just because I've got arthritis in my thumbs. I don't see as well. Okay, I really stopped because my kids started clowning me, and so I couldn't take it. Like my oldest son is here, I think, somewhere, and but we still, in the few times that we get together, we still have Tekken tournaments. So that's kind of where it kind of is. I'll watch them play, but yeah, my own involvement involves what's his name? Eddie, because over the years I've memorized the buttons for his
Eddie Gordo.
moves.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. That's very good. Deborah?
Yeah, I'm currently playing Ghost of Yote. Woo!
There you go.
I'm absolutely mesmerized by it. And I'm such a completionist. Like, I still have only fought one Yote boss because I just want to do everything, get every altar, go to every shrine, do all the things.
That's amazing.
I'm completely blown away by it. And I'm sort of playing, because I'd like to be able to play Laufey on, like, regular difficulty, maybe even push it a little bit.
I can hook you up.
Thank
Yeah.
you. So I don't know, I'm practicing. I'm trying to play so I can get really good at
You're in
all the
training.
all the combos. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's great. I would ask you, Ariel, but honestly, we don't let you play anything but face.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
you don't get to play anything else. All right, look, you guys were amazing. You're amazing panelists, and you, my 4,000 closest friends, are absolutely amazing. Is it cool if I get a picture with you guys? All right, cool. Ariel, let's get the phone out. Hey, wait, the lav mic works. I could have been walking around this whole fucking time. All right, you have the longest arm, sir.
Longest arm.
You're gonna get to take that. Let's all get together.
Maybe I'll be on this.
You on that side. Let's go in. Break it. Up higher. Up higher. There it is. Yeah.
I took a photo.
Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Thank you for letting me take a photo with you guys. We have one more thing to show. Thank you again to the panelists. Have a really awesome Comic-Con, everybody.
PlayStation